Podcasters pour their heart and soul into their craft. They spend countless hours researching, scripting, and recording, investing in high-end gear and dedicating late nights to perfect every episode. For them, it's a mission to connect, educate, and build a community. They hit record, and for the next hour, they create a deep well of knowledge and insight, sharing their passion with the world. It's an immense labor of love, driven by the desire to make an impact, but here's the brutal truth. Most of that content never gets seen. It exists in a digital graveyard where hours of valuable dialogue are buried within a single audio file. An hour-long episode packed with golden nuggets of wisdom is uploaded. It gets a few downloads from a loyal audience and then silence. It's like writing a masterpiece novel but publishing it in a library no one visits, while the rest of the world is at a bustling street fair right outside the door. All that effort, effectively lost. Why? Because the way we consume information has fundamentally changed. We live in the attention economy, where the currency is seconds. Audiences don't have time for an hour-long podcast. They've been conditioned by the relentless pace of TikTok, Reels, and Shorts. They want short, viral clips that hit hard in 30 seconds or less. The modern media diet isn't a three-course meal, it's an endless buffet of bite-sized, dopamine-fueled snacks. The endless scroll keeps us hooked, making a long-form podcast feel like a massive, often deferred commitment. The solution seems obvious: just cut up the podcast into short clips. But this is where creators hit a massive wall. The problem? Creating high-quality, engaging short videos is incredibly expensive and brutally time-consuming. The process is a bottleneck. First, an editor has to re-listen to the entire recording to find those golden nuggets. Then begins the technical work. They have to clip each segment and, more importantly, make it visually compelling. This means adding dynamic captions, which are essential for silent viewing. It means finding relevant B-roll, creating graphics, and then formatting each clip for every single platform. This manual labor translates into two crippling costs: time and money. A single polished 30-second clip can take hours to produce. To stay relevant, a podcaster would need to spend more time editing than creating their show. The alternative is hiring an editor or agency, which can cost thousands of dollars a month, a price beyond the reach of most creators. This creates a painful paradox. The very strategy that could unlock explosive growth is the one thing they have neither the time nor the money to execute. They are trapped, unable to compete. But what if AI could do it automatically? Imagine a tool where a podcaster uploads their hour-long file. Within minutes, an advanced AI analyzes the entire conversation. It understands context and tone, identifying the most compelling and potentially viral moments using predictive analytics. It then automatically transcribes the audio and generates stunning dynamic captions. It intelligently adds relevant B-roll to make the clip visually engaging. It reformats everything perfectly for TikTok, Reels, and Shorts. What if it could act as an entire post-production team, available 24/7 for a fraction of the cost? This is the game changer. Today we're breaking down a business idea that could tap into the multi-billion-dollar podcasting ecosystem. This isn't just a simple editing tool, it's a scalable solution for a universal problem faced by millions of creators. The market for podcast services like editing and promotion is already valued at over $2 billion and is growing exponentially. Every podcaster from the hobbyist to the major media network is a potential customer, desperate for a way to maximize the reach and impact of their content without breaking the bank or burning out. We're going to explore the blueprint for building this AI-powered content machine, a business that could empower creators to finally bridge the gap between long-form depth and short-form discovery, and turn long podcasts into viral short videos instantly. This is the story of how to solve one of the biggest problems in the creator economy and build a massively successful company in the process. Stay with us. Podcasting is booming. It's more than a trend, it's a cultural phenomenon. We're in the golden age of audio, where anyone with a microphone and a passion can reach a global audience. Over 5 million shows now exist, covering every niche imaginable. Listener numbers have skyrocketed, with hundreds of millions tuning in weekly for connection, education, and entertainment. This explosion of creativity is a democratization of media, where unique voices can build communities and share expertise directly without gatekeepers. The promise is intoxicating. Create great content, and the audience will find you. But that promise is ringing hollow. Because with this boom comes a massive problem. Discoverability is completely broken. The platforms we rely on, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, are like digital libraries, not modern discovery engines. Imagine a library with 5 million books, but the only way to find one is if you already know the title. That's the reality for podcasts. You can search, but you're only searching titles and brief descriptions. The actual content, the brilliant ideas inside each episode, remains a black box. This creates a paradox of choice for listeners who face an overwhelming sea of options with no reliable way to navigate it. They stick to the charts, leaving millions of incredible independent creators unheard. The problem is compounded by the very nature of the medium. The magic of podcasting lies in long-form, nuanced conversation. But these long episodes, often an hour or more, bury the best moments. Somewhere inside that 90-minute interview is a 60-second nugget of pure gold, a life-changing piece of advice, a hilarious story, or a profound insight that could captivate a new listener. But who has time to listen to a full hour just to find it? In a world of shrinking attention spans, asking for that level of commitment is a huge gamble. Those shareable, viral-worthy moments, the hooks that could draw in a new audience, are lost, buried deep within the audio timeline, inaccessible and invisible. This reveals the fundamental disconnect at the heart of the industry. On one side, you have the audience. Their consumption habits have been rewired by platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels. They crave short, engaging, and instantly valuable content. They discover new personalities and ideas through quick, shareable clips that fit into the spare moments of their day. On the other side, you have the podcasters. They pour their hearts into creating deep, long-form content. And what do they want more than anything? Exposure. They desperately want to grow their audience. The audience wants short form, the creators make long form. They're speaking two different languages, and the bridge between them is broken. That bridge, the crucial middle step of turning long episodes into shareable clips, is expensive, slow, and fundamentally broken. For most creators, the process is painfully manual. It means re-listening to your entire episode, painstakingly noting timestamps. It means hiring a freelance editor, explaining the context, and hoping they capture the right moment. This workflow is an archaic bottleneck. Big creators and media companies understand the power of clips, so they throw money at the problem, spending thousands of dollars every month on teams of producers and editors just to get a handful of clips cut. It's a massive operational expense and a drain on resources that could be better spent elsewhere. This broken system forces creators into an impossible choice. For small independent podcasters, the cost is prohibitive. They can't afford editors. Faced with the daunting task of doing it all themselves, most just give up. They skip making clips entirely. Their brilliant content remains locked in its long-form prison, their growth stagnates, and they're left feeling frustrated and invisible. Then there are the creators who do pay. They burn through their budget on manual editing, pouring money into a slow, inefficient process. This leaves little left over for improving their show or even paying themselves. They're caught on a hamster wheel, spending a fortune just to stay visible. Either way, the creator loses. The current model is unsustainable, punishing passion and rewarding only the deepest pockets. Now imagine uploading your podcast and letting AI do the magic. It identifies the most engaging sound bites using sentiment analysis, transcribes them, and creates short video clips with captions, music, and dynamic backgrounds. No coding is required. You can use speech-to-text APIs, sentiment analysis models, and video automation tools like Runway, Pictory, or even Descript to build an AI podcast clipper today. There are editing agencies and some software, but none that are fully automated, global, and affordable. Most tools require manual work or professional editors. That's the gap. A cheap AI-driven clipper that any podcaster can use worldwide. Agencies charge up to $500/month, while current tools like Opus Clip and Riverside still need manual intervention. The monetization model is simple. Charge a subscription, $15 $30/month for unlimited clips. Offer a freemium plan with watermarked clips. You can also monetize via affiliate programs with social platforms or editing software. And for larger podcasters, sell enterprise packages with branded templates and advanced analytics. Challenges include AI misidentifying good moments and podcasters worrying about style. The solution is customization. Let creators adjust templates, highlight tone preferences, and pick branding colors. As AI models improve, accuracy will only get better. The key is to combine automation with creator control. In today's media landscape, one truth reigns supreme: short-form content is king. The era of undivided attention is over. We live in a world of content snacks, where algorithms on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube are meticulously designed to reward brevity, engagement, and rapid-fire delivery. For creators, especially podcasters sitting on hours of incredible long-form audio, this isn't just a trend. It's the primary gateway to discovery. A single 60-second viral clip has the power to introduce a podcast to millions of new listeners, skyrocketing its growth in a way that years of consistent long-form publishing rarely can. It's the modern-day word of mouth, amplified a million times over. The potential is immense, a tantalizing promise of reaching the audience your hard work deserves. But this golden opportunity comes with a crushing reality. Every podcaster wants to go viral, but very few can afford the staggering costs in time, money, and skill required to get there. The process is a grueling, soul-crushing bottleneck. Imagine recording a brilliant 2-hour interview. The easy part is over. Now you face the daunting task of listening back to all 120 minutes, trying to pinpoint those fleeting moments of gold. Which 30-second segment is the most insightful? Where was the funniest joke? What's the most controversial take that will spark debate? Once you find them, you have to meticulously cut them, clean the audio, add dynamic, eye-catching captions, find relevant B-roll, and format it all for a vertical screen. This is a highly skilled job. Hiring a professional video editor can cost hundreds if not thousands of dollars a month, a price far too steep for the vast majority of creators. The alternative is doing it yourself, which means sacrificing precious hours that could be spent creating more content, engaging with your community, or simply living your life. This leads to a content graveyard, hours upon hours of valuable conversation, locked away in audio files, never to be seen or heard by a wider audience, simply because the barrier to repurposing it is too high. It's a recipe for burnout and a primary reason why so many passionate creators give up. This is a universal problem, felt by creators in every corner of the globe. But what if this entire workflow could be revolutionized by a simple, elegant AI solution? We're not talking about science fiction. We're talking about a practical tool that you could start building today. Imagine a platform where a podcaster simply uploads their raw audio file. The AI gets to work instantly. First, it uses a model like OpenAI's Whisper to generate a highly accurate transcript, automatically identifying who is speaking and when. But that's just the start. The real magic happens next. The AI analyzes the entire conversation for key indicators of virality. It uses sentiment analysis to find the emotional peaks, the moments of laughter, passion, or vulnerability. It hunts for keywords, memorable quotes, and actionable advice. It can even detect questions that are likely to generate engagement in the comments. The AI then automatically extracts these high-potential segments, presenting the user with a curated list of 10, 20, or even 30 potential clips. But it doesn't stop there. With a single click, the AI formats each clip into a 9:16 vertical video, adds dynamic word-by-word captions in an engaging style, and could even suggest or automatically insert relevant stock footage or graphics. The creator goes from a multi-day high-stress editing marathon to a 5-minute process of reviewing and approving ready-to-post content. And here's the most exciting part: you don't need a team of Silicon Valley engineers to build this. With the power of no-code tools, you could launch this platform today. Platforms like Bubble or Webflow allow you to build the entire user interface, payment systems, and database without writing a single line of code. The AI horsepower can be integrated through existing APIs. You can plug in transcription services, natural language processing models, and video editing APIs to handle the heavy lifting. You're not building the core AI, you're cleverly assembling these powerful pre-built Legos into a new, valuable solution. The business model is straightforward, a tiered subscription based on the amount of audio processed per month. You could offer a free trial to hook users, a basic plan for hobbyists, and a pro plan for power users and agencies. You would be tapping directly into the booming creator economy, a market worth hundreds of billions of dollars, filled with millions of creators who are actively spending money on tools that save them time and help them grow. Your target market isn't just the top 1% of podcasters, it's the massive, underserved long tail of aspiring creators who are most desperate for a cost-effective solution. The blueprint is right there. a huge market with a painful, expensive problem, and the accessible tools to build the solution. But we want to make this a conversation. If you're a creator, what is the single biggest pain point you face when editing or repurposing your content? What's the one task you wish you could automate forever? And if you're a podcast listener, what makes you stop your scroll and watch a clip? Let us know in the comments below. If this kind of deep dive into a modern business idea gets you excited, make sure you don't miss what's next. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we release a new, actionable business blueprint like this every single week. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice.